2005, JetBlue Flight 292 took off from California. It was supposed to fly to New York, but minutes after takeoff, the crew would realize something horrifying. The landing gear would not retract back into the plane, and on top of that, the nose wheel had rotated sideways, meaning there was no way to bring the plane down without crashing it. The entire crew began to panic, except for the captain, Scott Burke. Scott knew that because of the fuel, the plane would be way too heavy to land, meaning if he tried any landing maneuver, all 140 passengers and 6 crew members would lose their lives. So instead, he chose to fly around in circles for 2 hours, burning fuel to reduce the plane's weight. Once the fuel tank was nearly completely empty, Captain Burke began his descent, slowly bringing the plane down to the ground to attempt an extremely risky, never-done-before landing maneuver. At the time, CNN and other networks were covering this live on TV. Many experts were calling in saying there was no way the plane could land, and that all 146 people on board were about to lose their lives. To make matters worse, every seat on the plane had access to CNN, meaning all of the passengers were watching this in real time, listening to experts discuss their imminent doom. Passengers and crew began crying uncontrollably, realizing they were watching what would likely be their final moments live on TV. But despite all of the chaos going on in the plane, Captain Burke kept his cool and began landing the plane. In order to keep the nose gear off the ground for as long as possible, reverse thrust was not used, meaning the plane landed at very high speeds. Eventually, the front tires touched the ground. In theory, they should have ripped right off from the force, but Captain Burke's perfect technique made it so the plane was going just slow enough. By the time the plane stopped, the wheel had been shaved down halfway, but amazingly, everyone on board survived without a single injury, all thanks to Captain Scott Burke's genius idea.